You can. We're internet only now.
No, you can't.
Well, you
I have a
should.
great idea, for like a YouTube show.
What?
Do a sports talk where
Yeah,
say,
join Newman.
No. Do like you say whatever you want, like fucking Mets, whoa, stuff
Can you
like
do that on YouTube?
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
You might be able to do it.
New York sports only.
He called. I heard him on FAN the other day. It was
How
the
good
weirdest
was
thing.
Mike
Really?
Ball?
Yeah, it was good. I was. It was such a coincidence.
It's funny.
How great
I
was
was
that?
at home working, and I said, "Let me turn on FAN."
And Andy called.
And it's Andy from Stormville. And he started talking. I said, "Oh, great."
I've called like maybe 4
They
times.
didn't let
in
you
my life.
on long enough, though.
No.
No.
They want to get us here.
Yeah, they agreed with what you said.
Yeah.
You ready, Mike?
Yeah, ready. And good morning, everybody. This is a very special edition of Vinyl and New Arrivals. In studio with me, our engineer, Zach, and my good friend, Andy Mallozzi, who used to do the Diner Jukebox. Hey there, friend. How are you?
Good morning, Mike. How's it going?
It's going good. So happy that you were able to squeeze this into your busy schedule.
Yeah, I'm very busy, but you've asked me numerous times, and I've said no, and I said, you know what? Why not?
You got a voice for radio. You sound,
Yeah,
you
I
sound good
sure
on-
do.
You got voice on. You sound really good. So we're just going to kind of BS a little bit today and talk about whatever you want to talk about. We'll play some songs that I like. I took from my vinyl collection this morning. And it's mostly...
I figured I'd maybe throw in like 4 Adele songs for you today.
No, you're not going to do that. No, this is like... No, maybe I'll get you one.
No, I'm just kidding.
So I was moving through my records, and most of what I picked out is stuff from the 60s. 60s stuff, and I have one Yes song that I'm going to play just to aggravate you. And my grandson saw, my daughter-in-law told me this story.
Yeah.
He saw a car. It was a white car, and he said white car. Usually he just says car. He said white car. So I said, there's a song by Yes called White Car. So I'm going to play that and lead it into another song. It's a short one. So that's that. And so we're going to start with Association. You like them, right?
Very much.
Andy knows a lot about doo-wop, I would say, is his specialty, but he also knows a lot about
60s through 80s.
Yeah, like
50s,
me.
60s, 70s.
You know better 50s than I do, but I kind of pick it up in the mid and late 60s.
Yeah.
And kick it on. So the Association, this was from their Greatest Hits album that was released I'm trying to find the date, 1967. And I think this song probably came out in 66.
This may have been their first hit.
Along Comes Mary? It came before Along Comes Mary? Or
Windy was, if you're going to play Windy,
Yeah,
that was
play
one
Windy.
of their first hits.
Okay.
But we can, what do you call that? We could
Google it?
Wikipedia them,
Yeah.
and they'll tell you what their first hit was. But maybe when being Zach has nothing to do, he can do that.
You know, it's funny too. I'm looking at the people that wrote all these songs. The song "Windy" was written by some guy named Ruth Ann Friedman. Only song on the album that is that Ruth Ann? Is that a woman or a man?
Ruth Ann would be.
But
a woman.
Ruth Ann spelled one word: RUTHANN. I guess it's a woman, right?
Anything that ends in "an,"
Yeah.
you got to figure we're talking.
So she wrote the song, and it was a big hit back in the late '60s, mid '60s for the Association. So here we go. This
the
is Windy.
stereo sounds really weird in this song.
It does.
Yeah, it kind of bounces like 100% to one side. It's not like it's really weird.
I think I bet you a lot of albums back in that period.
no,
were
but
like
this
that.
song it's really pronounced.
All right. Well, that's an interesting observation on your part, Zach.
It
just
starts
teed
out.
it up.
It starts out with bing, 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 a horrible guitar solo, but the song itself is pretty
It's good. All right, here we go. This is Windy. You turn it up in the.
Yeah.
Thank you. What do you want to hear next? Because we have to, since we only have one turntable. You pick a song, and we'll look it up on YouTube.
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah, pick a song. That's
right. I want you to listen to this song, Zach, when I tell you. I want you to play. At My Front Door by the Eldorado. But I want you to pay attention to the song.
Okay.
I want you to listen to it.
Okay.
And no, I want you
Wait, do you run him to listen to it or not? Let's be honest.
No. You know how they do rap songs with music in the background
Yeah.
from an old song? Like they did Every Breath You Take.
Yeah.
Remember? And there was like it was a rap thing behind it.
Right. Right.
There's this song. I think somebody could make a rap record using this. Since you're in the concert promoting business, I'll give you a
Using the
genius.
song?
Let's see what I can.
No. Tell me if you think you could do. Not that you should do it. That it would sound decent
Yeah.
if somebody
yeah.
did that.
All right.
We're not. Our mics aren't open now, right?
No, but we're on Facebook Live.
So he did share it.
I
You
tagged you.
tagged me. So will my friends see it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you 2 L's, 2 Z's?
Yes.
Andrew, not
And
Andy.
he's got it. It's
Okay.
on, I saw it because I was going to share it, but I don't think I have to, right?
No, you're tagged in it.
You're tagged.
Right. So
You got 4 people in it.
I'll get like 500 more hits than him.
You're gonna go right into that?
See, I'm getting all kinds of things
Going into his song?
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, we'll do 3 songs. This is gonna be a little chaos.
You want to hear the harmony? And out to capture a moment, everyone knows it's windy. Smiling at everybody she sees. All right, we're gonna do the Eldorados now.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a record. Nice. heard and none of these other guys in this band. I don't think. I've never heard of any of the other guys in the band.
Yeah, I don't know. Paul Carrick just kind of.
You like it?
I can.
So what do you want to talk about? What else do you want to talk about? The weather's. We don't talk about the weather in the summer.
Does Zach know that we went to college together?
I don't know. Do you know that?
I think so.
I think I know.
Does Zach give
Berkeley knew that.
Where is Berkeley?
I don't know. I don't know. He tried. You know, he tried to start a podcast.
You have the same thing in here? Can you type in on the Facebook thing?
I can type in.
With Cat made a comment?
Yeah, cat comment.
Not at a, but type in, not at a concert, Cat.
Hold on.
Cat's listening. Hey, Cat.
I don't want to comment.
That's a great
First
song.
song.
The
Trickle,
other,
trickle, trickle.
triple, comma, triple.
All right.
By the
That'll be
video.
after. We're
Got
gonna
it.
put.
Yeah, whenever you want to play
after
it.
that.
And if you want another one for later, we'll probably do, maybe we'll do Israelites by
That's a
Desmond
good
Decker.
song. Yeah.
Desmond Decker and the Aces.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might even know that song.
He acted. Could ask me how my life's going. I can tell everybody my brother died, that I'm living with Cheryl. You want to talk about general
All
information?
right. Let's do that.
Talk about the Mets?
Cat said tomorrow's the next concert. Anyway. All right.
And we are back. That was Ace from. I guess you can call them a one-hit wonder. And that was How Long. And before that, we heard. What was the song before that?
Crazy Little Mama by the Eldorados, 1955.
At my front door.
Oh, that's right. No, it's at my front door. But they say Crazy Little
Oh,
Mama.
there you go.
I'm sorry about that.
That's
See,
okay,
I'm
you're
rusty.
fired.
I see Cats in the room. Hey, Cat.
Hey, Cat,
Oh,
Mr. C,
Look at what she
listening.
said.
What?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Cat's commenting on Facebook now.
What is she saying? She's not at a concert?
By
How
the
did
way,
she-
Andy, the Mets, SUCK.
Well, you know what, Cat? Why didn't you go to a concert? You haven't been to one in like 7 hours. Ridiculous.
Cat-
She owns part of Bethel Woods now.
I think she does. I think she was
Yeah.
stocking them.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Ridiculous. I'm very disappointed she's not here today.
she saw
She should be here.
she saw
Right?
John Hodge and Carl Palmer's ELP.
Well, by the way, I listened to him sing
And the new-
Heat of the Moment
yeah,
on her video
How was
this
that?
morning. It was awful.
yeah.
But he's not John Wetton.
I know he's
John
not,
Wetton's dead.
Why is he singing it? I mean, I don't. He,
Well, John Wetton certainly can't sing.
No, I know, but maybe they could have gotten somebody else to do that. And this guy John Davidson, who's taking the place of John Anderson in this Yes That Isn't Yes, is terrible. Did you check out? Well, you probably didn't because
No,
you're not
I
a
don't
fan.
check out anything about Yes.
She put a version of Roundabout
If I see
on there.
Yes-
It was awful,
Yeah, well.
awful.
Well, they're not in and around the lake anymore.
I know. Well, they are still.
They come out of the sky and they just stand there. It's unbelievable.
You're so talented. You know, you were so talented. So anyway, Andy and I, if you don't know, went to college together, and we both studied meteorology. And I actually went on to become a meteorologist, but Andy's still very into the weather. and supports a lot of his friends on
Did you
Facebook.
just take a shot at me there, Zach?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He did. He did a little bit.
I know more about weather than he
Well,
does.
here we go. No,
Well, I actually know a lot about Northeast winter weather forecasting.
yeah,
That's what I know a lot about.
yeah, you do. You're very good
Yeah,
at it.
yes.
And so we live now like 10 miles, not even 10 miles from one another. So we see each other every once in a while, and it seems like your health is good.
I'm okay.
Yeah, doing all right.
Yeah, I got a little sick just before I came here. I was like, unbelievable.
How so?
I was making coleslaw and going to a barbecue thing. I ate like 4 forkfuls of it.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was going to die. But it was delicious. Maybe it was something in the whatever. But now I feel better.
You like to make coleslaw, don't you?
Well, actually,
You were talking. I called you the other night. We were making coleslaw.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to carry on the tradition. I taught my brother, Phil,
Yes.
how
The
to
late
make Phil. By the way, Phil passed away on February 22nd.
Yeah.
My brother, who lived with me and would come in and host my show. So rest in peace, Phil.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Phil was an interesting man.
short illness, died in his sleep. So he
Yeah.
in the house. What a
Mm.
S show. What a day that was. Cops in my house, medical examiners,
I guess that's the
ex-wives,
procedure, right? When somebody.
ex-wives. Oh, it was like
But you were cleared. There was no crime committed, right?
as of right, there's a pending investigation, but
Is there really?
no. There are times I wanted to kill my brother, and he wanted to kill me, but that's normal with a brother.
I know.
you
I know. Well, you still have a couple other kin around, still alive.
All my
You're the
siblings-
youngest, correct?
I'm the youngest of 5.
Yeah.
My brother Ralph is the oldest. He's 70. Jeez. He's born in 43, so he's 76. My
Too
brother
much
Greg
man
is going to be 74.
Right.
And he lives in San Francisco.
I know a little bit of your sister. I think
And
she.
he's unbelievable, my brother Greg. He's so passionate. He hates Trump.
Yeah.
So he did a what do you call it? A 23andMe thing.
Oh yeah.
So I started talking to him about it, and I said, well, what's the difference between Ancestry.com and that? And I was just like asking him, right? He goes into this rant. He goes, Ancestry.com is a Mormon scheme. I'm like, what? You know? So, and he goes on this whole thing about how they have all the microfilm. They make you write down the names of your parents, blah, blah,
They
blah.
do. The Mormons house a lot of genealogy.
And the reason they started this was so that they could baptize you
Oh my gosh.
in your next life. You know, some people don't want to be baptized. I'm like, wow. Can we
So
change?
happy I asked.
Yeah, I'm like. Then he starts talking to me about the Warriors because he lives in San Francisco before they lost. Like,
Yeah.
like I care
Yeah.
about the Warriors.
Yeah.
So
They
anyway.
just signed that. They just
Who
signed one of
cares?
those two guys.
If the Knicks stink, who cares about basketball?
I agree.
You know.
Yeah.
And speaking of sports,
Yes.
it's another year that it's not July 1st, and I have 2 months to wait for the football season because I have nothing
No.
to look forward to in the baseball season because the Mets are awful.
Awful.
And their bullpen
The worst ever
ever.
in their history. I heard a stat last night. Did you watch the game last night?
They said,
Their team ERA in the month of June is the worst. Their relief corps is the worst in Met history. And so obviously we go back to 1962. So, you know.
on the upside, I got my girlfriend Cheryl moved in with me, and we're doing good. And
Shacking up with Cheryl.
yeah, and what else?
Where are you gonna live? You don't know where you're gonna live yet, right?
No, Cheryl and I are probably going to move somewhere north of where I live now in Stormville at some point.
Okay.
Just because she still works, and
She's got a whole
as
commute.
people don't know it, I'm retired,
Yeah.
which I did do, and I actually started receiving my Social Security checks.
Yeah.
But I also do work on the side for Lyft and Uber to make a little extra money, and I do private private rides for people.
Yeah.
If they need them, hey, you can call me live anytime.
No, what's your number?
Yeah,
Right.
shameless plug. No,
No, seriously, give out your number.
Yeah, you could get it here at the radio station. I'm sure they'd be happy to have people calling and looking for rides.
No, your number.
He was looking for a ride this morning.
Yeah, it was. I could
Yeah.
have called you. and
Yeah,
you
so
could
Mike
pick
is
me
sitting
up.
on a stoop waiting for me. Because when I did the show here, he'd come in very often, and I'd pick him up. So he asked me to do the show, and he never asked me to pick him up.
No, he
So I figured he might have been doing some
I
station
was cursing
stuff.
you out. I'm looking at the time. I said to be at my house at 9:50, and of course you're late. Because you're
I'd be
always
at Zach.
late.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm cursing, and of course I'm worried about Zach because he's like been late the last couple
Yeah.
times too. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah.
And then I texted you, thank goodness, and there you are here. So
Well, I used to usually pick Mike up and he'd come to my show with me. But I figured maybe you were doing station business. Like I know
No.
you have meetings on Saturday mornings
Yeah.
here. You did anyway.
I wanted to, in our next break, I want to talk to you a little about Social Security because I called them yesterday to ask a
Okay.
couple questions. So I mean, not that hopefully people are kind of, if you're our age in your 60s, you are interested in that kind of thing. If you're like
Right.
in your 20s and 30s, you.
By the
really
way,
care.
if there's a lot of commentary on like politics and the way the world is run, nobody is more discriminated against than people who are in their 60s.
Yeah.
Who might want to work,
Mm.
and nobody wants them to work for them.
That's a very
Anyway.
interesting statement there.
Yeah.
We can delve into that a little bit. All right.
Okay.
From the album Drama, not one of their bigger ones. Again, I'm playing this song because my grandson said the title of this song is called White Car, and my grandson said these two words during the week. So we're gonna go that and lead it into the next song. So this is a twofer from Yes.
Twofer. Somebody shoot me. Twofer.
Oh, this song is a little one. I like it. Oh, this isn't it.
It's the end of
Oh, it's the end of the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're horrible.
That was me.
This is a little ditty. See if you like this little. Andy, listen to this little ditty.
All right.
All right, good.
Right into the next song.
Yeah, right to the next one. Song right after this one.
What do you got? Triple.
Yeah, the videos.
So do you want to do the current today, or up to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't able to watch the debates this week. So
Oh,
I
you
don't
didn't
have
see
any-
him?
Who's doing that?
Well, we're seeing three of us usually, but Lisa can't do it today. Oh yeah, Zach. I think
Sometimes we do it.
We do it together,
but
yeah.
I don't.
I watched the debates.
I know. I've been out of the loop this week.
Are you
I was at shows.
do you lean
yeah.
to the left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm young, so. It's not-
So it would be good with the
Not
three of us
surprised.
actually, because he's Mr.
Yeah,
Moderate here.
yeah, but I don't have much to go off.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Who wants to do? It's so old.
What? Did you watch the
Everything
debate?
is bullshit. You watch the news, they all have an agenda. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right.
Oh, I want to tell Ron. I saw that movie yesterday.
Oh yeah.
The movie yesterday.
Oh, how
You
was
heard-
it?
It was great.
I want to see it.
It was great.
Maybe I'll take
I
Cheryl
loved it.
tomorrow.
Go see it. Go see it.
Well, if you like,
It was the idea behind it was ingenious. Have you heard the premise of this of the movie?
yeah, I know what it's about. Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
really
good.
liked it. That's like Bohemian Rhapsody. I loved it. It got like shitty reviews.
No,
Not shitty.
Bohemian Rhapsody, the Elton John movie, I thought was not so good. But Bohemian Rhapsody was
Wasn't
great.
that good?
It was great, but this one you've got to go see it. You'll love it.
You know what the shame is about Freddie Mercury? Is that he got AIDS too fast. Because nobody dies of AIDS anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Nobody dies of AIDS
He's
anymore.
everywhere.
You know? They have the milkshake they take. And it just keeps it. You gotta get rid of it, but you live a normal life. You gotta give back $1 for every 2 you make over.
Over that.
Yeah. You
So-
can't.
It's like, so here's the deal.
So retire.
No, it doesn't make sense to me to retire. So if I work part time at Universal and say I'm still making 50, it would take. He calculated it for me. I wouldn't get it. I have 8 months. I wouldn't get a check for the first year for 8 months. I get 4 checks.
Get your bitch wife to make another book.
That helps.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I'll tell you what my opinion. I got a new thing.
I mean, I think
I've never seen it before. You know what this should be called? Facebook? Facebook.
Facebook.
It's all bullshit. Everybody tells you how great their fucking life is. Only I got problems? What? You said we get on the internet.
I know, but just be careful.
Can they hear that?
On
Yeah,
Facebook.
Just tone it down a bit. No, sorry. That's okay. I mean, you're gonna get 5 demerits.
People write it all the time on Facebook.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Is this almost over?
No Yes song
I
is
got
almost
another
over.
minute.
Yeah, it's
This one's 6
impossible to
minutes.
tell.
This, how could you play a 6-minute song in a 1-hour show? I'm playing
Because
two
it's my show.
You're ridiculous. It's not your show.
It is my show. Whose show is it? Yours?
If I'm
You wanna
here,
come back?
yes.
You want to come back? Show to be on the air.
No.
That's what everybody does.
Okay,
That's what they
that's
like.
why I'm not here anymore.
That's why I think Newman left. Thanks.
He doesn't make that much money. You know what? Some people can't afford $100 a month.
I know.
It's just, you know?
Hey, it costs us to run the station.
I'm not
Guess what?
saying you're wrong, but
I know.
people make a decision. Do
Yeah,
I want to
that's
volunteer at a
fine.
radio station
Yeah.
and no longer be a volunteer? I'll be a
Yeah.
financier.
Not over yet. Not over yet.
Oh,
Oh, it never ends.
We got a little
Really?
bit more of this song.
Why? Why do we have to listen? Why do you have to
There's more.
torture
Please,
us?
please.
there's more.
It's horrible.
There's more.
There's more.
Who plays a 9-minute song in a 1-hour
6
show?
minutes. 6. I play close to the edge
And then you
before.
wonder
It's
why
20 minutes.
I say
20
no
minutes.
all the
20
time.
minutes. 20 minutes. Come on.
Somebody
you
help
like
me.
the way the song is.
No, nobody's it's commenting on the.
I know. Come on, people. You can comment. A lot of...
I tell you, they just come on here to say hi, so people will see them on here and they leave.
Yeah.
It's like, you know?
This is not a great time, Saturday mornings.
Oh yeah, like it's a great time at 2 in the afternoon.
Well, no,
People who listen to WWL on a
Thursdays-
music. I could see a talk show.
Thursday evenings.
I could see a talk show. A music show? When you're playing crap like Yes on the air?
Get the F out.
9 minutes.
Get the F out.
Not only are you playing it, it's 9 minutes. And a double shot of Yes.
Double shot of yes.
All right, now is it over?
It's over. Now all right, now we're going to hear some great music from that Andy.
At least
picked
it's
out.
2
Here we
minutes,
go.
2 minutes and
Thank
22
goodness it's that
seconds.
short. All right. Who was that?
That was
Who was that? The song we just heard.
That was the videos with Trickle Trickle. It was covered by Manhattan Transfer, who did a good job. But that's the original,
Okay.
and one of my favorite oldie songs.
All right. Well, we got. I think the song you want to play next is a really good song.
Okay,
That
so
we're all gonna like. We heard Yes before that with White Car and Doesn't Matter, and we are Pauling Public Radio, broadcasting live from the Rush Studios.
at 32 minutes past
At
the hour.
26 East Main Street in beautiful downtown Pauling.
Yeah.
And, it is, like Andy said, 32 minutes past the hour. And we're not going to say what hour it is because the show gets replayed.
Right. I said past the hour.
You did. That's very good. And Vinyl New Arrivals is the name of the show where I play albums. And usually we let Zach pick out 1 or 2 or 3 new songs, but I think we're gonna cut them off today.
I have a lot today.
Do you have one? We'll let you pick one.
I have
Well, you're gonna really hear some. Well, he's been actually picking good stuff lately. Usually, but he's been picking out good stuff, so you might even like it. New. So we'll hear some new things. A new song that Zach's gonna pick out within the next 20 minutes or so. So anyway, we were talking. Let's just briefly to discuss Social Security. If you are of age, you could start collecting Social Security, and I'm of age now. I'm still working full time though, and the problem is that if you have to be making something like less than $17,800 in order for you to get your full benefit.
If you go over that, you have to pay back $1 for every 2 you make.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense.
Now, when you turn full retirement age, though, there's none of that.
Right.
Okay, and that's like 66.
So
now.
you have to make a decision based on your feelings about working.
Yep.
How financially secure perhaps you are. I'm not really financially secure, but I'm done working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to work anymore. I tried to get another job. My company closed at the end of 2017. I went looking for a job, and all I ran into was age discrimination.
Mm.
And I just made a conscious decision after about 6 months of looking and said, I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to read a job description that was like written because somebody knew me. That's how well it fit me. And then go back for 3 interviews and be told, we don't think you'd be a good fit.
But you were hired, though, by one company, weren't you?
Right, but that wasn't a good job.
Okay.
I just took it to get a job.
Yeah.
But I had an opportunity with 2 companies in particular where I really would have made a difference, or at least I like to think I would have, with what I've done my whole life. And they just said, and you can understand it from an employer standpoint. Well, the guy's 62. How long is he going to work for us?
Mm-hmm.
How much we got to pay this guy? I can pay a kid. I can pay a 30-year-old guy half the money.
Right.
So
unless you're willing to accept it.
So I don't know. Do you want to continue to work?
Yeah, I do, because I have options of working at home. So
Right.
I'm
So you
gonna be
shouldn't
working
take
from home,
retirement. Maybe.
and I'm not. I think I'm gonna.
Well,
See, what aggravates
Bernadette
me-
should write 9 more books.
I know. I wish she
and
would
cash
pop
out.
another one out of there. But we've done very well with her 2 books. I mean, her 2 books are really, really help our finances a lot. But the whole idea
It's
of
the only reason he's nice to her, by the way.
if I had to collect now and with a particular salary I had in mind, it was just not worth it to do that. So anyway.
It depends on what you want to do with your life.
And I'm a weatherman. So I'm still doing weather. I mean, and the worst part of my job oftentimes was getting up very, very
And
early,
going to Teterboro.
driving 70 miles to work, and then driving home, and sometimes
But
getting
there is
very, very aggravated.
There is a consideration for you with the company.
Yeah, there is. No, they've treated me very well.
No, but also they may want to close the Teterboro office, and then if you don't take what they offer you as a package, you may lose it.
Yeah.
So I mean, so everybody's got a unique situation when they consider and ponder retirement.
Yeah, yeah.
So
very true.
it's not a.
It's
clear,
all different. You're right. Now,
nobody should be able to tell somebody else you're crazy to retire or you shouldn't be working.
Everybody's different.
My brother-in-law, he's still my brother-in-law. He told me he's going to die at 90 in an accounting office because he loves to work. He doesn't care,
All right.
So
Yeah, everybody's different.
And when you're 70, how old? 66 and a half. I believe you can collect all the money
Right.
full, and I think when you're 70,
But can you still be? What if you're still working?
yes, and when you're 70,
Yeah.
you can collect and make as much money as you want.
Oh, okay.
There's no restriction
So you
on
got to get
income.
to 70.
I think it's 70.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta find out about that too. So, all right. So there you have it for you elder statements. Elder, what do you call it?
Statesman.
Statesmen, or out there who are watching the show. All right. We got some music from
Wait,
really good band
wait. Why do you go next?
because it's my show.
What about Zach?
We're gonna get his song in and your song in this set. So we're gonna hear.
We're gonna play your song by Elton John.
No.
It's a little
And you know they
bit
do a version of that. We're gonna hear Three
Don't
Dog Night.
play what? Who? Yes.
No, Three Dog Night. We're gonna. They're a really great band, and they are still around. I don't
You
know
know
how
why they
many
were
of these
called-
guys are original.
Do you know that they all sang lead?
Yeah, that's unique.
Right, and they deliberately did. That's what Three Dog Night. That's where it comes from, and they were.
What do you mean it comes from that? How does that?
A Three Dog Night is, if you Google what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Okay.
they all sang. There was no lead singer, but they all.
They all sang and they all wrote the music.
Yeah.
on it.
But this song is a great song. This is probably my favorite Three Dog Night song.
This was not mine, but I had this 45
Me too.
growing up.
I did too.
45, everybody, is a small record that spins at 45 revolutions per minute versus 33 to third,
Right.
which is what albums do. All right, this is Three Dog Night.
I believe Dunhill.
All right,
Is that
and
their
one.
label?
Dunhill, yes.
Wow, what a memory.
What? Turn it up. Speaker.
You know all the words?
Oh.
Ah. No is the saddest experience you'll ever know.
All right, we don't want that out on the air.
Yes, it's
It
the
was.
Okay, that's
saddest
cool.
experience
That's fine. Let it go.
you'll ever know.
It's okay. I'm
Yeah, let it go.
I got him.
'Cause one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number that you want to do.
All right, we'll play the Israelites next. You got
It's
that one,
just
Zach?
no good anymore.
You might know that next
since you
song.
went away. Now I
where's Tony?
spend my time
Hi,
just
Tony.
making rhymes of yesterday. Get up in the morning slaving for bread, sir, so that the every mouth can be fed. For me, the Israelites.
Grassroots.
They packed up and they leave me. Darling, she said there was just to be seen. Oh, the Israelites.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
What are you playing next?
Grassroots.
Grassroots?
Yep.
Play Temptation Eyes.
No, I'm playing
That's the
Wait a
only good
Million
song.
Years.
Huh?
I'm playing Wait a Million Years.
That's good,
So I
too.
like the River of
Temptation
Lies.
Eyes. I said they get up
They
in
had
the
snow
morning.
in Colorado last
I know. So that the every mouth can be. My kids, they pack up and they leave me. And fly. The late Desmond Decker.
Yeah, well, you were popular in the 60s,
Huh?
mostly late. You're not going to be in his probably 80s now, right? He was still alive, he'd be in his 80s.
He didn't die that long ago. Went to an hour and a half on the Diner Jukebox. What is this song? I got it.
It's a new song. Well, kind of a new song. It's a cover, but it's a new release.
The Raconteurs covered it.
It's Jack White's one of his side projects.
Yeah.
This is a Donovan cover.
Donovan? No, you might not know the song. Donovan covered. Donovan did this song.
Oh, yeah?
That's what he said.
So, what happened? You should have told me that you blew all that fucking money on the town.
No, we were getting money back from Gene. Getting $850 a month. From the state.
Did you ever hang anything off of it? Did you ever lease any of the space?
No, we never worked out. Nothing worked.
I
nothing
told you I
worked out.
could have gotten that done for you. You didn't want to do it. You didn't want to pay a guy a commission to lease the
I would
space.
pay a guy commission for this.
Like, that's what I proposed to you. I have a guy.
I'll pay it. If he could, you mean I'll pay him a commission if he, yeah, he has to lease the space. Pay him a commission. 20%.
He does everything.
Yeah. I mean,
So you still
we almost
own it?
had Sprint. Yeah, it's our tower. We almost had Sprint, but they bailed out at the last minute.
Oh,
We're gonna play,
I'd wait a million
Grassroots,
years.
and
And
then,
that's it.
and then we got time for like 2 more songs. It's a quick one. You got one? All your
I got a
songs are 2
million
minutes.
songs. You like The Lion Sleeps Tonight. But we're not going to play that. We're going to play
Something else?
Here we go. All right.
No, I'm coming back. That was Jack White and the Raconteurs with Hey Jip. Dig the Slowness. That was a cover song from Donovan way back in the day. That was a pretty much brand new song. It's pretty good, Zach.
It was good.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah.
Gets the approval of both Shustak and Mallozzi. That's
Yeah,
pretty damn
two
good.
veterans.
I know, two veterans. Before that, what did we have before that? We had the Israelites. by
Israelites,
Desmond
Desmond Decker and the Aces. The original reggae song ever written.
You think it was the original one? There wasn't any
There was nothing.
reggae before that? Peter Tosh or something like that? Was,
Get lost, Peter Tosh.
well, what?
He was
He was reggae.
Yeah,
I
so,
don't think he came. He was.
Desmond Decker's like a legend in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know?
No. I've
He
never
is.
been to Jamaica. How do
No.
you know that? You ever been there?
No, but I know he died about. 4
So
or 5
when are
years
you going to the Dominican Republic for a vacation, Andy?
ago. Yeah. Don't want to get shot, man. You know, so isn't that terrible?
They're having terrible problems there. They turn out the best baseball players in the world. Some of them come from there.
Yeah, well, it's
You
not
don't
a
wanna-
safe country.
You don't
I
want to
mean,
go there on vacation. No.
It's not a safe country, apparently.
No.
You know?
Poor what's his face that got shot.
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
Didn't know the guy either. Isn't
No.
that something?
Yeah. I know.
Guy shot him like right between his ribs. That was mistaken identity. Yeah, right.
Oh, come
Okay.
on, yeah. You know what he
You
looks
know?
like. All right, we got a couple minutes left. This hour went really fast. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you.
Maybe we could do it again soon if you're willing and able.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll do a diner jukebox, and then I'll just
Yeah.
sit in and we'll talk.
So what do you do after this, Zach? You go home, or you got to do two
Take a
more?
nap.
There's no shows, more shows in the
There
day?
are.
Yeah,
So you have to work
we
the whole
have
day?
Melophobia is next. That's Zach's show.
Ballophobia?
Melophobia, it's called.
What's that about? What's it about? What kind? What's
It's
the
a
theme?
mixtape show. He picks a theme and he plays music centered on that theme.
Oh, okay, it's a music show.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
with
music
the
show.
theme.
And then normally we would have the current, but the current will not be on today. And then we have Beatles and Friends. I think Ron is here today.
Okay, so all I'll
12:30.
say about that is,
Yes.
when are the Democrats gonna stop trying to get Trump out of office and get a candidate? Okay, and the other thing I'll say too, how much of this Trump guy, because I'm an independent, can you really take? How much can you stomach of this guy?
Yeah,
He's got to go.
two very good
So the
points.
Democrats need to get a candidate and stop trying to get him out of office, because sitting presidents don't leave their office, okay, and they don't get bounced out of office. And all you people who want to talk about causes and
Right.
it's don't bully. Do you know that 2 million children die a year because they don't have access to potable drinking water around the world?
Mhm.
But we got to hear about, all
I know.
this nonsense
Yeah.
where 3 people are mentally
Yes.
traumatized for the rest of their life. So everybody try and get a grip on what's important. Love your life, live your life, embrace your life, love your family,
Okay.
and that'll make everything a lot better instead of being angry and hostile and hating everything that's around you. Because
All right, you gotta come on.
no, I can say whatever I want. I'm a guest.
Wrap it up.
Zach, am I a guest or am I
You're a guest, but
yeah.
wrap it up.
Why do I have to wrap it up?
Because
you
I
play
want to
another.
some music.
You want to play a song by Yes?
No,
Huh?
I'm gonna
That you-
play a song by Grassroots.
Around the lake,
Okay.
I'm a good owner of a lonely
All right.
heart.
Okay. We got time for maybe 2 more songs. This is the Grassroots, everybody. Also on Dunhill, which was a division of ABC.
That's correct.
And same as
I believe the Mamas
same
and
as Three Dog
Papas
Nights.
were also on Dunhill.
yeah, they were pretty successful. These guys had a couple of hits,
Very good songs.
and this one, and check this one out.
So do I get tips on the last one?
What? Yeah.
So the song is Tonight I Fell in Love with You by the Tokens. That's very short. I don't even think it's 2 minutes.
145.
See? So I want you to... I know this song.
I know.
I
I
don't
don't
need
need
you to
45. It's like could be
I
the
like
first one I ever bought.
Temptation Eyes is really good. So
What are you doing after this?
I'm gonna go home and take a nap.
All right. You want to go to the farmer's market? Or you pick up some stuff?
I'm
They
going
got
home.
breads. They got pickles. You like pickles?
I'm going home and taking a nap.
through?
I don't want to
walk
go.
through real quick? Just one?
No, I don't want to.
You don't need anything? You don't need any fresh bread?
Ask me why I don't want to go.
Well, I look at the number of people on there. You'll see on your, when you post it, you'll see how many people viewed it.
Oh.
And she puts this on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel now. Point Public Radio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do a lot of people use it now?
Yeah, almost everyone. But yeah, Joan and Colin are famous.
They still
They're on Thursdays now.
What time?
6. 6 or 5?
They still
The what? Yes.
Father's Day.
Yes. Yes, Father's Day.
You should try to get a 50-ish shot.
You should be happy if you ever popped in there. Look for her on Thursdays. Thursday evening.
Thursdays?
Zach, where are you?
That's my grandma.
Oh, song's over. Okay.
Yeah, play the Token song.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll wrap
I
it
haven't
up.
listened
Give
to
that
the
to
song.
Colin, see
What's
if
it?
The Tokens is still original.
Come on.
Good ending. You wanna end
No,
with
I
Lion
want to
Sleeps
see tonight. Yeah.
No.
Now you both stink.
That ruins it.
All right, we'll come
Chapel
back.
of Dreams by the Dubs. That's another short one. That's a great song.
No,
No, let me
coming
hear
back.
it. Oh, okay.
Okay, it's my show, and I'm getting arguments about the song I want to play. What do you think about that? My engineer and my friend.
Because you played it all the time.
Not that song. I'm not
Yes,
on this
you
show.
do. You used to play it
Tokens,
on
The
my
Lion
show.
Sleeps Tonight. Let's do a Facebook poll.
No,
We're
yeah.
too late.
Zach said we can't do
I
it.
know. We're
He's
gonna
in
wrap it
charge.
up. We're gonna wrap it up.
Well, thanks for having me down today.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you all for listening and
That was-
watching on Facebook. We had a lot of fun, and we'll actually we're off next week,
Oh,
and we'll be back again on I don't know.
July 4th. So what are you going to close the station so nobody can get any money for like 10 days? Again?
Yes, we're gonna close the
Are
station.
you going to
for
do
a
the
week.
end of August thing, like the last 14 days in August,
We
past
might.
Labor Day?
Unless
so this
unless,
poor guy can't get a
unless
paycheck?
you want to donate one of your Social Security checks to the station, then we'll stay open.
Yeah,
You want to do that?
that'll never happen.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I need that money. I need all the
Well,
money I get.
so we
to
need
live.
the money too. That's why we closed down.
Yeah, and this guy has to go hungry.
You got a full-time job.
I used to give
It's
him
not-
such a
it's
hard
not-
time.
It's not
They would-
Berquist.
Yeah.
It's Zach. He's got a real job.
I know, but still, it's the idea. Oh, we'll pay you next Monday.
He doesn't. He
Yeah.
donated one of his paychecks to the station already.
Yeah.
He did.
I mean, he's got an agenda. You know, he's hoping to get it back one day.
It's too much. Maybe he
Yeah.
did get it back. He owned the station one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. He used to work at a radio station at Northwestern University. He used to run the station there. That's
All right.
pretty impressive. Yep.
Northwestern's a good school.
Yes.
What'd you major in? Communications?
and international studies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a lowly meteorology major.
I like to say I had a small part in getting him into grad school. I filled out a.
He gave me a recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave him a recommendation.
Maybe they reconsidered admitting him after they read it.
He got in.
Oh, okay.
He got in. All right, everybody. We'll see you next. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, Andy.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Say goodbye to Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.